I almost can't believe that I'm here. Hello, welcome. Sorry, we're late today. Sorry I've been gone also for like an entire week. There's a lot of catching up to do. Hello, welcome back to the stream. I honestly have kind of an idea of what I wanted to do today, but time is also kind of short, and also I feel like I need to catch up. I've been sleep deprived for the past like 5 days, chat. I've been like, it's been 14 hour days. I don't understand why there's so much stuff to do. So, let me go into what's been going on. One, there's a new sound setup, so you might hear something weird or different. I may sound a bit weirder, but it gets rid of all those very loud S's that I used to do. And it's either I do that or I change the way that I speak and I stutter. So there's no way that we're gonna get rid of all the S's. We are here now. Hello, brother. Hello. But yeah, sorry about that. I meant to start a bit earlier at 3:30 my time, but it's 3:53 at my time. So actually, it's also 23 minutes late for you. The weird thing about time is that even though we're in different time zones, if I'm late, you're just as late, right? So I don't know why we have time zones if it doesn't change anything. Time zones don't change anything. I don't get it. But yeah, I've been sleep deprived for the past five days. So, I've been busy. Thankfully, I'm almost done. Sorry about that. Work. It was a contract. Not really a contract, but basically a contract for like a family friend / family situation. They're setting up like a new business, and so it's been sort of like very all hands on the deck. Sometimes, the thing about family businesses that I find funny is that a lot of people think like, oh, it'd be so cute to have a family business, right? Like everyone's like, oh yeah, I would love to work with my family and like bake cookies with them and like cook like nice food with them and like run like a restaurant or something, or like have like a cafe or like run a bookstore or something, right? When you get down to it, it's the worst thing ever. These people are basically like family to me, and so a lot of it has been like me helping them. But the thing about when you're like family with them is that you're basically family with them, and when you're a family, when you're family, it's a lot easier to accidentally do certain things that it wouldn't fly if you had to contract someone, right? So that means like last minute changes and stuff like that. I had 1 week to set everything up. 1 week. So that's why I've been so busy. So I'm back now. But it's been very, very interesting to sort of go through this. Again, it makes me realize just how crazy sometimes business is and how crazy some things are. And also, it makes me realize just how painful business is and like what the pain points are that I'm going to share with you all. As well as, it's also really nice when you help someone set up a business, because especially when they take over an existing business, you get a bunch of free stuff. So I'll go into that too. As far as I know, this isn't stealing because it's they bought it and they just didn't bother using it. But the main thing that I wanted to start with is the free equipment. So it used to be a food business. The problem is that it was a food business that also had like, say Uber Eats and stuff, right? And as well skip the dishes. As far as I know, based on their contract and who I called at those companies, they were like, yeah, like we didn't lease it to them. Like they bought the device and installed themselves and did everything. I was like, okay, cool. So I have a bunch of tablets now. They're all actually okay tablets. They're Lenovo Tab A3s or something, or A8s or something. I don't know why tablet makers just don't. Listen, the only device naming scheme that makes sense out there is the iPhone. Do you know why? If I have an iPhone 1 and you have an iPhone 15, you're 15 times better than me. It's simple. It's so dead simple. Yeah, I have an iPhone 1, you have an iPhone 15, you're 15 times better than me. But if you have an AMD card, that's an RX, is a 4900 better than a 4090? I don't know. It might not be, right? A 6000 might be lower than a 4000. Look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA kind of gets it. And then for some reason, they skip everything except for 60, 70, and 90. What happened to the 80s? Well, actually, no, the 80s are there. But it's 60, 70, 80, 90. Why not 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If you're going to do a generation, do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're good to go. But no, everybody wants to complicate things, all right? So I don't know if these tablets are good. I also can't even like look up like what these tablets are because there's the model number sticker is like scratched off, but they're locked down with like an MDM, which is like a device management thing. But it's not from those companies, because I called those companies and I was like, hey, this is the serial number, this is the stuff. Do you have this on like record? Like, and like, is it am I able to make use of it, or do you want it back? Because I'm not gonna steal things, right? Because that's a huge liability. But they were like, no, it's not on record. That's probably theirs. And I was like, okay, cool, thanks. And then, but they had the contract for that old place because I had to. I'll get into the business side after. Basically, I don't know what these are. I don't know who these belong to. So now I have like 6 other tablets that I'm trying to break into. A very old laptop that's like terrible. It's like an i3. It can't even run Diablo Immortal, which like that game sucks. But I've been slowly just like gaining more and more hardware. Just last night actually, I just got like a bunch of like audio equipment. So I was thinking of using an analog I guess like FX sort of like system. It's just so I didn't have to run it on my computer and waste processing time. However, turns out it's actually not any better. I tried it. It was very, very basic. And so I'm just going to use whatever my system is now. That's why you may hear my voice be slightly different. It hopefully helps get rid of the annoying sound issues that you used to hear. I'll sound a bit flatter in some cases, most cases. But for the most part, it should be fine. Yeah, so now I have like a deluge of like, hardware, which is always the nice part. If you ever know of somebody who's taking over a business, go and talk to them. I can't tell you how many times we're legally required to throw things out that we shouldn't have to throw things out, but the building just forces it to because of a liability thing. But once it's on the streets, you can just come and take it. Like, you can just talk to people, especially in like offices, okay? If you know an office that's being taken over, you can get some free stuff, a bunch of free stuff, all right? I'm about to probably get like a crazy sound system later today too, depending on what it is. In total, it's like a $7,000 sound system. So it's like I can either sell it or use it. But it's a pretty good haul for what is effectively 4 hours of sleep every night for the past week, which is great. Very good. I slept 20 hours last night. Solid. Another thing about the business side is that you get a lot of free stuff, if you're the one making a bunch of calls, which I have to, because I'm basically the primary translator for this group, you end up realizing that there's a lot of interesting people out there. And the way that they do business is very strange, and you see a lot of different personalities, right? And I feel like, like no joke, the building that this place is being set up in, I think I've walked into an episode of The Office. You have your, like no joke, there is a Michael Scott character, there is a very nice, sort of like office lady character who I forget the name of that character inside The Office, but then there's a new character too. Kind of. I don't know if he's really new. He's a bit like Creed if he was actually like decent at his job and also wasn't as scary, right? He's like a nicer Creed. So it's like, okay, this is weird. But yeah, basically, I feel like I walked to an office sitcom trying to talk to these people. So I call, right? Like I call someone and I'm like, okay, well, how do we get some answers to like X, Y, Z questions, right? And I have a good rapport with like all of them, right? The main guy that I call, he never says bye. I don't know why. He is averse to saying bye. He never says okay bye. He just says, and then I think I should say something, right? Because like when like someone says that, it means that they're like waiting for something. So I'm like, okay. So I start saying something like, and then he just like hangs up. So we'll have like a nice conversation. And he's like, yeah, stick. So yes. So I need you to open the door, and then. Yes, and then tomorrow at this time, somebody will be there. And I'm like, what the? Dude, come on, just say bye. Like, we're having a conversation here. But so I've started doing that to him. So now, when he says, I say, And then we just stop talking. The phone call ends. I'm like, wow, it's actually... Honestly, I enjoy his system a lot. Because saying bye is stupid if he knows that I'm going to call him in like half an hour anyways, right? So it makes sense. The Michael Scott character is not as chaotic, but a lot more unwilling to want to help anything, which I think is very Michael Scottish, but also not in like a different, like he's also missing that Michael Scott quality of like him being like a nice dude, right? Who just happens to be like a little bit strange and like tries to be the office like big man, right? This is just like this is a more evil Michael Scott who doesn't want to do anything and will try his best to get in the way of you doing things. Not because of any real thing, he just kind of does it because he doesn't want to do work, right? And obviously no one wants to work. I'm not necessarily blaming him for it, but when everybody tells me that I need to go to this guy, when all of his employees say, no, this is the guy, when his boss says, go talk to this guy, I can't talk to the guy. He literally, he tries his best to never... He tries his best to get me out of his office ASAP. Last time I went into his office, I'm not even kidding you, he was spitting pens. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, man, but I feel like I'm not interrupting like serious serious time here. You're just playing with like pens. Like, I just answer this 5-minute question that everyone says that I need you to answer. Please, just let me talk to you. And then the office lady, very nice, very cool. Me and her get along well because we're both the youngest of our family, so it's nice. Not in like that way, not in that way. She's like older. She's like a I don't want to say a mom type because then everyone's gonna start typing like MILF. But yeah, she's like a motherly type. It's very cool. But yeah, it's very interesting going through this because there's a lot of things that you don't realize in like business, and I've realized this before, but this is a very good reinforcement of my theory. The hardest part of business is dealing with people. It's not about, dealing with the systems that you work in, because the people who run businesses, right, they're experts at what they do for the most part, unless you're like that one episode of Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares of like Anne's Bakery or something. Was it Anne's Bakery? Kitchen Nightmares. Yeah, Amy's Bakery, Amy's Baking Company, right? Unless you're like that, then you're usually the expert of your job. And even Amy and Amy's Baking Company was decent at cooking. Like she knew what to kind of do, right? She just didn't have any good ideas, but at least she knew how to make it work. That's usually the rule of thumb when you start a business, is that you're talking to people who are experts in their domain, but you're also talking to people who are not necessarily the best business people. And so it's like you realize that a lot of your time is just spent massaging the business, like politics side of things. Not politics as it relates to like how your city is run or how your local social environment is like set up, or like sorry, not like social, but like services and like stuff like that, like public services, governmental stuff. No, this is like Michael Scott, the office politics stuff, right? Like it's like a Mike Judge. It feels like you're in a honestly, the more I work, the more I realize Mike Judge is a genius. The more I work, the more I realize that Mike Judge is a genius. I've been working for like 12 or 13 years now, alright, Chad? For a long time in the office. I started way earlier than like anyone else. It's awful. It's actually awful. It is actually just what Mike Judge says. It is, okay? Whatever you see in Silicon Valley, Office Space, The Office, everything, it's all real, alright? That's what you gotta deal with on a daily basis. I'm losing my mind. But I did get a cool compressor, so maybe it's worth it. Who really knows? But yeah, I'm almost done. There's one more technical integration bit that I need to be there for. So it's unfortunate. I basically, after this, I'm never gonna do business contracting ever again. I thought it'd be fine. I thought it would be fine for me to do it because like I do it anyways for a lot of my stuff and for other people's stuff. But no, doing business contracting for other people is like a whole other ball game. When you do it for yourself, right, you have more leeway to say like fuck off. Like you have a lot more leeway to like look somebody in the eye if they're like being really really hard for no reason, and you have the ability to say fuck off. I reserve that. I've only said it like twice so far in like ever, because I reserve it for the worst cases. But when it happens, it feels so good to have the option to say fuck off and just leave. When you work for somebody else to set up their business, you can't say that because it will ruin their chances. So you need to work with them. Another side of this that is very funny to encounter are the people who just I feel like accidentally got roped into something larger. So basically, there was a guy that I was supposed to call, and he runs a business doing something. Like I can't say what because it'll basically dox whatever is like happening. And I looked at the address, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is just somebody's home. And I'm like, okay, that's like a bad sign, right? It's not necessarily the worst thing ever. A lot of contractors work out of their like home. I have a bunch of plumber friends who like work out of their home basically because they run their own thing. They don't really need a business location. They just need like an address for like mail and like stuff like that. And so they just register like their garage as their thing or their basement as their thing because they're the only person working there. They're like an independent person, right? So usually it's fine, but it's also like a sign of like, okay, well, you're not dealing with a larger business. You're dealing with an individual that changes the rules of things, right? It not necessarily in terms of like how you would be able to approach it and what you can sort of like pull from it, but in the sense of like, what kind of guarantees are you going to get? Basically, all guarantees are off the table. There's no guarantee of any like good service. There's no guarantee of like a baseline minimum of like they want to sell you something. This person at any moment can tell you to fuck off for no reason whatsoever. It happened to me. It happened to me, Chad. I don't know what I did. I called and I said, Hey there, I'm helping somebody. We're taking over a business at this location. Was wondering if you would still like to provide your services. And he was like, tell me what you want to do. And I was like, okay. So I repeated what I said, but like louder. And he was like, no, fuck off. And I was like, oh, okay. I just hung up the phone. And I was like, okay, gotta call someone else. I don't know what happened. I didn't say anything. All I said was, yeah, we're taking over this like business. Should I call you or should I call someone else? He's like, no, fuck off. No, fuck you then. I didn't say fuck you because I want to just hang up versus saying fuck you. But it was like, what did I do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just calling. Like, at least at a big company, right? At a very big company, they'll give you the runaround. Or they'll just make it, or they'll just not want to do anything. I would rather that versus like somebody who's like just aggressively like, no, fuck off. Like, dude, like, there's no rules to this stuff. You're talking to people. There's no rules. No matter what you do, you might just get told to fuck off on the phone out of nowhere in the middle of the day. It was 11 a.m. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to that guy at 11 a.m. But he was really pissed. Really, really pissed. Other than that, there's surprisingly been very smooth. It's thankfully I'm like done again after this week. Next week I have to go in for last technical integration. That was the point I was on before. Sorry. So next week I set up the system one time. I teach them how to use it, write it all down. I'm there for like a month afterwards, like on call, just if they need something. It's a quick 5-minute fix, right? But at least until they like learn, and after that, I fuck off, right? That's when they tell me to fuck off. That's when I look my temporary boss in the eye, and then he goes, good, now fuck off, right? I can't wait for that day to come because I've missed streaming a lot. I also hate talking about business because it's so boring, except for when you get into like these. Honestly, everything feels like The Office IRL. I actually like noted this when I used to be working. I used to talk to my coworkers and I was like, have you guys noticed it, like everything's like The Office, or like everything's like Office Space, or everything's like any like Mike Judge show, or like Silicon Valley, and they were all like, yeah, like it's just the reality that life is stranger than fiction, and that this like fiction is inspired by real life events. So whatever personalities that you think are there, they're there. And also whatever crazy events like happen too. I'm not even kidding you. First day we were there was just water pouring down inside the elevator. Like, we were about to get on, and all of a sudden it was wet, and I was like, uh-oh, that doesn't seem good. And then all the water was off the building. The problem is that the building's kind of huge. It's like an 8th floor building, right? They're not taking over the whole building. They're taking over one unit in the building. Head offices is on the 8th floor, which is like, obviously it's like the lowest value floor, technically, right? Floors are like the best floors? Sorry, the bottom floors. I mean, it's on the floor, but it's a floor. Bottom floors are the highest value because you get foot traffic. Everything else above, you better hope that you have some way to entice people to be able to walk into the building. So imagine, for the first day, for like 6 hours, because they wouldn't pick up the phone. The office crew. I'm guessing the main guy was basically spinning pens. The other guy was hanging up on like people, and the last person was like spending hours talking about fun stuff. It was nice talking to her, but still nobody was picking up their phone. So every half an hour, I'm going up like 8 flights of stairs, going back down, going back up, going back down. And chat, everyone that I work with is like old. Okay, the people running this like new business, they're all over the age of 60. So imagine like a cadre. Like, imagine like a group of elderly people plus me just dying walking up and down the stairs. Them because they're old, me because I'm out of shape. what an interesting time. So yeah, I got a Behringer MDX 4600. It is a compressor, expander, everything. It does everything on analog. I've heard this thing be recommended a lot for if you're like a new time streamer and you want something to just have, then it works. Apparently there's like really expensive ones like the Neve or the Nev NEVE, but this one apparently works just fine if you're starting out. However, I tried it. I didn't really like how it sounded. It sounds very different. It's kind of annoying to set up too. It's on my desk. Large, bulky. It's better for latency. That's a guarantee. You may notice that my speech is kind of like out of sync at the moment. I'm still trying to fix latency issues in Reaper, but the audio effects sound a lot better. So I'm trying to figure out a good system to route my audio in such a way that it doesn't add too much latency to things. But right now it's about 300 milliseconds, which sucks. I have what is effectively a ticking time bomb too. So the place that we're taking over used to be a bar, and chat, I there's so much vomit. It's also weird. I don't know how to explain this. Guys, imagine an office building where above you there are doctors, okay? So there's doctors' clinics, there's offices, there's like pharmacies, there's like, places that like do, dental and like stuff like that. And on the bottom floor, in like an office space, I'm not even kidding you, it looks like an office, okay? The bottom floor, the main thing that they're taking over. There's a club. It's not even like a large club. It's like decently sized, but there's a club in an office building. So what I heard from the people who were there, they were like, yeah, like every time at like 5, all the office boys would go down and they would just start dancing. And I was like, this is so weird. That's such a weird thing to have. I feel like I stepped into the twilight zone of like buildings. I don't know what's like going on. But 5 p.m., because there's a bubble tea shop right beside, and you want to be, on cordial terms with your neighbors. So I was talking to the guy, and he was like, yeah, after 5, like, everybody from the offices comes down to go to the club to drink and dance. In the middle of the day, in like a very like office looking like place, and there was vomit everywhere, like everywhere. There was vomit in like the heating vents. You turn on the heat or the AC, you could smell like vomit. There was vomit on the floor, vomit on the sofas. There was vomit everywhere. I'm like, why is there so much vomit? Why did no one clean up the like vomit? Oh yeah, and then oh my god, whatever the guy was on, I think the old owner was a criminal. I forgot about this. I forgot about this because I am the worst snitch, right? I train my brain to get rid of illegal details. But the guy who used to run the place, let's just say we found a bunch of things. A lot of things that should not be in possession of anybody. And I was like, oh boy, we gotta throw these out somewhere. So I got them to throw it out in like a public dumpster. I was like, just like toss that shit somewhere, not here. I don't want to deal with it. That's on you. I'm not gonna deal with it. So I just told them like, hey, these are options. Call the police or throw it out somewhere else. And they chose the option of dealing with themselves. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm not an accomplice. But also, I think they were also a criminal to their employees. So right as we're setting up in the middle of the day, a bunch of people walk in, and we've never seen them before. Okay, like three people. One of them's like bawling out of control, and she's going like, "Where's my jacket?" And the other guy's like, "Where's my fan?" I'm not even kidding you. Where's my fan? Oh god. So whatever the bar was doing, they sold food too. It was actually a very weird place. For like 2 hours, you could get like an uptown, like style of like place where it's like you would have like a nice, ribeye steak, and then like the rest of the day, it was like a club where like local artists would like come to like sing, but I mean local as in like someone's like cousin, right? For some reason, one of the people in the back were working there. He had like a lucky fan or something, like a fan, like the one that blows in your face, and it was just missing, and he really needed it. And it got so bad that we had to talk to the building owner, and we had to get like a security person to like watch them as they were doing it, because we couldn't stay any longer. And they went through everything to find this like fan. Apparently, when it got really bad and they couldn't find it, the person who was there, they were telling me, that guy called the old owner and said, "You're a fucking whore!" And I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on? He got so pissed because he couldn't find his like fan. So what the security guy said was that he was red in the face. He was so mad. "You're a fucking whore! Where's my fan?" I was like, dude, like, what is going on? What's with the fan? Like, why does he want the fan so much? So anyways, and then they're like, and then the other person, she was bawling her like eyes out. She was looking for her sweater. I don't know why these people have such a fascination with these objects. I don't. You would think that that the owner stole like diamonds from them. The way that they were reacting. A sweater and a fan, an electric fan. I don't know what's going on, right? And so she's like bawling her eyes out, and she opens this cabinet. We had no clue we didn't even know that it was a cabinet because it looks like it's like flush, right? But she uses something to like pry it open, and there's like a shit ton of sweaters in there. Like, why the fuck are there so many sweaters in here, right? It's like bras and like panties and like stuff, because again, it was a club, so it's like there's like bras and panties and there's sweaters, and we're like, oh god, right? And then she pulls at her like a million, like a bunch of sweaters. It's like, none of these are mine, and she's like bawling out of control. Everything's going crazy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? So yeah, whatever that old owner did, I feel like he messed up too. I feel like the entire place was just wild. So you now you know what I was doing. It was just a lot of calls, a lot of dealing with like people, a lot of dealing with like circumstances, A lot of dealing with like bras and panties on the floor and like stuff like that, and like sweaters and like vomit. It's just, oh god, I hate business so much. And it sucks too because a lot of things happened during this week. So, April Fools, a bunch of videos came out, a lot actually, a bunch of them which I find funny. Did you all see the Pal World? What was it, dating sim? Let me see if I can pull up the link. We're gonna watch it together because I only heard about it, and I said I really want to watch it with you guys. I was actually planning to stream the day after, and then I realized that there's so much work that I couldn't stream the entire week. So, we get to watch this stuff together. You get my live, actual factual, whatchamacallit, reaction to a Pal World dating sim spoof. Because I don't really know how this is going to work. I imagine that there's no way that this is going to be real. But at the same time, I mean, Pocket Parrot does. I mean, Pocket Parrot is working on a Dead Cells where they combine a bunch of elements that are really good that I think it's going to work very, very well. And they do that very, very well. So I imagine maybe it will work. But yeah, this is the Pal World dating sim that they teased about during their April Fool's thing. I'm kind of afraid actually. Does anybody know if this is like safe for work? I don't actually, I don't know if this is safe for work or not. I have no clue. Because okay, the thing is, right? It's wait, can I open this link in a okay, if I can open this in an incognito tab, then I'm fine. Please, okay, chat, it's safe. I can view it in an incognito tab, which means that it's not Zoran, all right? You straight up don't know, but let's find out. Yeah, so let's see. What lies inside the world tree? We don't know because you still can't go there inside Power World. It's an exciting school filled with cute pals. I just want you to like just really take this in. This is the frame that I stopped at before I said I need to share this. I need to watch it live with you all. It's so loud. I'm so sorry. And you know what's funny is that I've caught many of these pals. I use them actually in my labor camp, where I make them mine for days, and then when they get sick, I leave them to be sick. Many of them are still depressed actually. Ah! No. It's the Gardevoir. Chat, what did I say about the Gardevoir? What did I say? Chat, what did I say? Remember what I said when I played the Lavander? Listen, chat, I knew it. Chat, in Pokemon, the actual game, okay, not the Power World, people get married to their Gardevoirs. In this game, it's a Lavander. You there, handsome? How about we have some fun? Chat, I want you to just look at this. Oh no! Oh no! Hey, I killed her. She was the first boss that we killed. I blasted her, actually. Alright, cool. So we killed him. That's actually funny. This is the old ugly bastard, character, or like the very evil character. It's the black market guy, the guy who sells you like mons. Oh god, I blasted her. Giggity. Wait, there's no way this is look, because this is the actual this is the engine that everyone uses for the dating sim. Is this an actual game? Oh no, okay, so at least you get the hit on there. When you stroke right there, what? No. Oh, no, chat. What is he doing? Chat, what is that? When you stroke right there. You're looking at me just now. No, put the tongue away. Meet me behind the gym after school. Oh no. Oh god. But in return, you will be going on a date with me. Oh no! Chat, I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. That was a good DDLC reference. Okay, well, listen. It's packed with a lot of references, all right? You had references to DDLC. You had references to High School DxD. You had a lot of references to a lot of very classical things, right? A lot of references to a lot of things that I can't say because it's on the website that I you shouldn't go to. It's great. What a great. I hope this is real. I actually do hope that this is real. I'm gonna try to look it up. So this thing is called the what? Pal World. Isn't a Pal World more than just pals? If it's not real, it should be real, right? But just to be clear, this is all the April Fool's stuff that we missed. I'm sad because every time somebody teases like an April Fool's game, it seems so fun, right? The way that they make it, and they put a lot of effort into it too, right? Like this one. There's another one that I wanted to show you as well that I saw about. This is for a game called, you may recognize this, Dave the Diver. This is Dave the Diver. And do you remember those scenes when you upgrade your like gun? And the guy is like talking to Leah Chan, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Leah Chan, only you know me, only you understand me." Well, this is for that character. You get to date her in VR. Again, I've never seen this. I just know that you get to date her in like VR. Her. Oh no. Oh no. This is Dave the Diver, by the way. Dave the Diver. Doki Doki VR Leas. Oh god. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid to continue on from this point. Is this video safe? Can I view it in an incognito tab? I don't know, because like my account has like the adult setting off, so I can view these. Okay, good. Okay, good. It's safe. It's safe. Oh no! No. If I see a pump, I'm out. The moment that I see something pumping, I'm out, Chad. Oh no. No, Chad, it has hand controls.
인기척이 없어서 오신 줄 몰랐어요.
I forgot that this game was made by a Korean dev team. Also owned by Nexon now, apparently. But my god. There's actually a game like this. There's a game like this that I can't talk about because it's also an adult game. That's also kind of weird. Basically, it's the same thing. You're in VR and you can play with your characters in whatever way you want. Like, you can just touch them anywhere. It's very weird.
웰시 코기를 닮았다고 하던데 그게 뭔지 아세요?
Okay, what? If there was a VR like visual novel dating sim game and it allowed you to shake your head to like respond, I think that would be a sick feature. And I can't believe that it comes. I can't believe the best VR feature that I've seen for responding to questions came from a fake April Fool's announcement. Oh god. This one's a lot more. Okay, I was gonna say it's a lot more tame. This is getting Okay, I was gonna say it's a lot more tame than the Power World one. Like she may be busty, but she's not. But like now it's like No. Please look up. Okay, chat. I don't know if this is safe to watch. Should I just hide it for now, or like, what do I do? Do I show or do I hide? Oh no! Oh no, it's fine. Safe. It's fine. Safe. Okay, wait. You can't see it yet. Wait. It's fine. Okay, so you just get different languages. It's fine. What?
You're making me shy looking at me like that.
Oh, that's good. It's really good.
좀 더 다가가도 돼요?
This one is at least a lot more tame. Sure, she may have had the Virgin Slayer jacket. Is it the Virgin Slayer shirt? What's the shirt called? I can't believe the people who are making these April Fools go to so much length to make them so real, chat. And they understand their market with these games, and they even implement even cooler features. Like the Virgin Killer sweater. Is it the Virgin Killer sweater or the Virgin Slayer? This thing. Where did the Virgin Killer sweater come from? Okay, well, why is that the first question? This thing. Is this a safe image? That's a lot of side boob. Probably not. This is a safe image though. This is on Amazon. If it's on Amazon, surely it's safe, right? But yeah, the Virgin Slayer outfit is a classic. I'm surprised that these games even bothered to use it. I just wouldn't have expected it. Surprising look. I don't know why all these games, these April Fool games, like really lean heavily into this certain thing, but it is funny to sort of see. Those are the two main ones that made me go WTF. The other ones, one is like good or like very very small and basic, but those were the two that were like, okay, this is like strange. Another funny thing that happened during the week that I was gone is that there is a new major content game called a Content Warning. That game was free for like a day, and a lot of people got like a bunch of free copies of it. It seems crazy to me to have like a single push like that, and then they, it leads to a lot more, I guess, like eyes onto the game, and then they make a lot of money from it, right? It's a very smart tactic, and the game itself actually looks genuinely cool, genuinely fun. So I'm curious to see how that game is going to play like. And in fact, I was so curious that that's one of the games we're going to be playing today. It's not the only game, because I only have like 3 hours left. So again, sorry. I started late, and also like there's a bunch of I'm just tired too. But we're gonna be playing some Content Warning. The problem is that this is a 4-player co-op game. I'm solo, so I planned this out. Basically, I'm the only one who got it for free that I know of. And so the only way for me to convince other people that they would like the game is for me to play it, so that either they can see it later, if they know that I stream, or if they don't know that I stream, so that I can tell them why it's fun. And as far as I can tell, I thought it would be funny for us to pretend to be a solo, whatchamacallit, like almost like a vlogger type person who's trying to build their streaming business up from the ground up as a single individual. Because the game is about being a content creator who films scary things happening to them. Okay? Again, sorry, today is going to be a shorter stream, but tomorrow we'll be back to like a normal-ish time, 5 hours, 6 hours or so. There's still some things that I need to like do, but today it's just because I need to catch up on 5 days worth of sleep deprivation. So we'll be back to like normal. You got the game too while it was free. Now you get to see me play it. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna be scared shitless. I just want to let you all know I am a screamer, but give me a moment to set it up and get some water. I didn't prepare a song. Again, sorry. I just 20 hours of sleep does that to you. So just for now, enjoy the like smooth jazz as I get some water. I'll be right back in just a moment. And when we're back, we'll play some Content Warning solo. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I got the water. Also, as an update as well, because I'm basically done, and all I really need to do is wait for like things to come in, and because even once the things are in, setup takes like a single day. The stream will be back to a normal schedule from here on out. So like a normal, basically every single day, except for Wednesday when my wife is back from a trip. We'll just sort of like be streaming every single day, different games. There's a lot of different events. Next Friday is a special event. Monday or Tuesday, I'm still deciding which day I want to do this next event on. It's going to be a fun little thing for us to play as well. Just a weird set of things to check out. And as well, sorry about the VOD uploads on the YouTube channel. They will be there soon. I just got a bit lazy, so just bear with me. But there will be some more fun things I play very soon. But yeah, let's set this up.